The last years has brought into sharp relief the deep interconnectedness between our health and the health of our planet. Through growing climate impacts, through nature and biodiversity loss, through growing pollution and waste that is poisoning the planet and causing millions of deaths. Our money and technology-driven societies have forgotten that nature is essential to our existence. This is why calls to place a healthy natural world at the heart of our economies and societies are growing. But Indigenous peoples and local communities, in all their diversity, never forgot this basic principle. Through centuries of direct interaction with nature, they have held on to a belief in the oneness of life. They acknowledge that humanity is a part of nature, not apart from of it or above it. Through this knowledge, and through customary legal systems and cultures, Indigenous peoples are often best at conserving nature. As the Intergovernmental Science Policy Platform on Biodiversity and Ecosystem Services found in its assessment, 28% of global land area is held and/or managed by Indigenous peoples, and where land and marine areas are managed by Indigenous peoples and local communities, they are less impacted by human activity. This includes some of the most ecologically intact forests and biodiversity hotspots. Despite their track record of success, the lands of Indigenous peoples and local communities are under threat from extractive industries, agriculture, infrastructure, and so much more. And when Indigenous peoples and local communities try to protect the land, they too often pay for their efforts with their lives. Global Witness last year revealed that, on average, 4 environmental defenders are being killed per week. Almost half of these victims are Indigenous peoples and local communities. If we want to deliver on the Sustainable Development Goals, protect nature and the climate, and build a better future for all humanity, we need to stop attacking and start empowering Indigenous peoples and local communities. Today, I would like to make a few points on how to make this happen. First, conservation efforts should prioritize the rights of Indigenous peoples and local communities. For all the reasons I have outlined above, it makes absolute sense to return the reins to Indigenous peoples and local communities. This is the best way to effectively and sustainably manage nature. But it is also a matter of fairness, equity, and inclusiveness. At the moment, conservation efforts, like designation of protected areas, can lead to the displacement and exclusion of Indigenous peoples and local communities. This affects rights to food, water, culture, and livelihoods. At the same time, large concentrations of Indigenous peoples and local communities live in areas of the world projected to experience significant negative effects from the 3 planetary crises. Because of their dependency on nature, those communities will be hit hard. Friends, the planet is in trouble. We are in trouble. We need solutions. And the keepers of many of these solutions are Indigenous peoples and local communities. They are the ones who have the kind of relationship with nature to which our modern societies should aspire. We have paid too little attention to their voices and their example for too long. Now is the moment to put Indigenous peoples and local communities and the valuable knowledge they possess at the center of our attempts to fix our broken planet.